Hello everybody, it's Charlie's Cards here. How's everybody doing? Today, I'm making a video by request for 7-line cardboard. So 7-line cardboard, if you haven't checked him out, he's new to the community. And Elite Hunters got called out by 7-line cardboard to make a video about players born in the same state that the YouTuber was born in. And so Elite Hunters then challenged me and several other guys to make videos of the same manner. Make a video of players born in the same state that they were born in or live in. And so I fortunately have a Hall of Famer in mind, but I wanted to give some more shout outs. I wanted to bring to attention everybody Junior Baseball Fanatic 12. So this is a young man who's making baseball card videos by way of his parents. And so they monitor it. And so get in now and go check out Junior Baseball Fanatic 12, because someday he's going to be on a Bowman card. I also want to give a challenge to 3 of the guys who are on my channels and see if we can keep this going. So what the request is make a video of a baseball card or a baseball player who was born in either the state you reside in or the state where you were born. So I'm calling out Junk Wax Era Cards, Placata Cards, and Dave's Cards 861. So guys, make a video of the state or the state and city of a player where you are residing now or where you were born. So I'm going to go with state and city of a player where I was born and moved out of very shortly after I was born and lived there for a long time until I moved to Texas. So my player is Dennis Eckersley. So this is Dennis Eckersley's 1976 rookie card. And it's a very nice example, actually. And it's Dennis Eckersley without a mustache. So, focus. So you can see that he played minor league ball for 2 or 3 years. You can see that he had a favorable ERA. He never had a losing record as a pitcher. And he was drafted by the Indians without a mustache. So Dennis Eckersley, known as Eck to a lot of people, was born October 3rd, 1954 in Oakland, California. I was also born in Oakland, California. He lives in Fremont, and he was drafted by the Cleveland Indians 3rd overall, June of 1972 via the draft. He went to play for the Indians in 1975 and played 3 years with the Indians from 75 to 77, and pitched about 103 games with the Indians. But had a little rough go at it with the Indians. His ERA started to climb when one of the players stole his wife from him, and he asked for a trade. Literally stole his wife from him. There are rumors that he's always had kind of a drinking problem, so I don't know if that led to it. So he was traded to the Red Sox and pitched 7 years for the Red Sox from 1978 to 1984. Dennis Eckersley pitched the most years, obviously, with the Red Sox, and is now a broadcaster radio, does some work for the Red Sox. And here's a beautiful 1983 example of Dennis Eckersley with the Red Sox. And at this point, he was still not a saver. He was a starting pitcher. And you can see that he pitched usually over 30 games every year. The highlight of his career with the Indians was when he pitched a no-hitter in 1977 with the Indians, but moved on to the Red Sox, and for 7 years with the Red Sox, and then he pitched 3 years with the Cubs from 84 to 86. And in 1987, returned home to pitch for the up-and-coming swinging A's. Pitched for the A's from 87 to 95. And then the St. Louis Cardinals for a couple years from 96, 97. And then went back to the Red Sox in 1998. So here's some Dennis Eckersley cards. This is an 89 card where in 1989 he saved and helped along with a group of great guys to win the World Series in 1989. And that's why he became an 89 Fleer All-Star team. So on that 89 team was Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire, Dave Smith, who was also the World Series MVP. And they played against the Giants in 1989 when they won the World Series. They swept the Giants, and they were one of the few teams that never trailed through the entire World Series. But if you look back on my videos, and I'll see if I can figure this out, how to put a link in the description of my YouTube video. Still learning things, gentlemen. Bear with me, like names and how to do stuff. But I just love baseball cards. So in 1989, during the third game of the World Series, the lights went out in Candlestick. It's also known as the Earthquake Series. So the Giants and the A's were playing in the Earthquake Series, which ended up postponing the World Series until the Bay Area was able to clean up and get things back to normal, where they were able to sweep the Giants 4-0 and went on to be World Series champions. So that was the only time he won a World Series. Here's some more cards from Eck. Here's a 91 Fleer Ultra, Dennis Eckersley. There's the back of that card. Chilling, waiting for the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. He was really known for his high leg kick and his pronounced sidearm tendencies, but he was very accurate. Goose Gossage once said that Eck could hit a gnat in the butt with a pitch if he wanted to. His main pitch was the sinker and the backdoor slider. So the backdoor slider was when the ball would break over the back half of the plate, coming in the back door, back half of the plate, to produce a strike. And over the years, he was able to perfect that. And when he got to the A's, that was his sole responsibility, was saves. And if we look at the 89, the back of that, you can see that the actual first full year with the A's, he saved 45 times. And here's a 2016 Allen and Ginter Mini of Eck. So his final record after he retired in 1998, 197 wins and 171 losses, with an ERA of 3.50, with 2,401 strikeouts. The big deal, of course, was that he had 390 saves, which is an amazing amount of saves. He was also known for giving up the most important home run, probably in the A's World Series run in 1988 to Kurt Gibson. We all seen that one a million times. Well, you don't see that Eck was on the mound. So he was a 6-time All-Star. They retired his number 43 at Oakland Coliseum. And he entered the A's Hall of Fame, as well as the Red Sox and the he was also 1992 Cy Young Award winner and MVP that year. So after an illustrious career, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2004 with an 86% vote. And his favorite players when he was growing up in the Bay Area, so he enjoyed watching the A's, but mostly back then in the 60s, it was all about the Giants. So he was Mays and Marichal were his favorite players. So now he works for the Red Sox, which he was partially inducted into the Hall of Fame. Whoop. And that's my state and city player, Dennis Eckersley, where I was born. So that's my encapsulation of a player from a city and state to where I was born. So thanks again, 7-Line Cardboard and Elite Hunters, for calling me out. Again, look up Junior Baseball Fanatic 12, and I will be sending messages to Junk Wax Era Cards, Placata Cards, and Dave's Cards 861 to see if we can carry on this challenge of players that live, or where you live or born, baseball cards. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. Hall of Famer, Dennis Eckersley. Over and out.